What's up guys, Coach Matt and YouGoProBaseball.com, and today we're talking about 7 baseball hitting drills for youth players. In fact, I did a video many years ago. I was all big, fat, out of shape, breathing hard. 6 baseball hitting drills for youth players, and the video blew up. There were some really good drills, but these 7 hitting drills are different drills, and I wanted to add in a little bit more, give you guys some more value. So that's what we're talking about here. If you got some young players, some youth baseball players, and you need some hitting drills to implement in their practice, that's what we're talking about. First of all, before we get into it, I want to say thank you to Cage Pro Tees for sponsoring this video. The Cage Pro Tee is a pivot action tee that has the softest and most durable tee topper of all the pro style tees on the market. For more information on the Cage Pro Tee, click the link down below. So the first baseball hitting drill for youth players is the stance drill. And really we're not doing any swings in this drill, but it's a great drill to work on the fundamentals and get these guys in a good stance and set up good, because if the fundamental is good, the stance is good, they have a better chance of having a better swing. They have more chance of having a more successful swing if you put their body into the correct position. So we need to teach them the fundamentals. So in the stance drill, all we're gonna do is have them get set up. Now we could do this with the whole team, right? We could set the whole team up, make them in lines like they're stretching out, get them their bat in their hand, and then we're just gonna work on their stance, okay? Tell them not to swing when there's other people around, obviously, wanna be safe, but we wanna work on a good stance. First thing, we wanna be a little bit more than shoulder width apart, right? So when we get set up, we're a little bit more than shoulder width apart. This is probably shoulder width apart. I wanna be just outside of that. I wanna have my knees knocked in. What I see a lot of young guys is their knees are kind of stacked over their feet, right? This way, very vertical. We wanna have our knees knocked in just a little bit. Not too much, we don't wanna force it in, but we kind of wanna just knock it in just a little, because we wanna have this side-to-side movement, this linear movement. We wanna be able to drive off the backside, right? So we have them set up, shoulder width, a little bit further than shoulder width. Bend the knees first of all, knock the knees second of all, just a little bit, and then we work on our body angle. We tilt the chest over our toes, right? We wanna be on the balls of our feet. If we're straight up and down like this, we're not in an athletic position. Too much of our weight is on our heels. Take the chest over the toes. That's not only gonna put us into this athletic position, but it's also creating an axis for us to swing around, right? Now we've got a good swing plane, and we're gonna have a lot more success when we're hitting balls, right? So work on those 3 things in the stance drill when you got your players working on the fundamentals. It's gonna put them in a lot better place to have more success when they're hitting in your games. The second baseball hitting drill for youth players is the stride, pause, stride, swing drill. And all we're gonna do for this drill is we're gonna get set up. We're gonna be off of a tee for this drill, and we're gonna be really close together with our feet. Not totally close together. You can if you wanna try that right here, or just very narrow in a good comfortable position, almost as if you were pitching and you had your feet set up as you would from the stretch. We're gonna get here, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna stride out and pause and get to our launch position. We're gonna make sure they're in a good position. We don't want them leaking with their hands at that point. We don't want them too far open with their front foot at that point. We don't want them too far closed at that point. We wanna be a little slightly closed off, maybe 65 degrees with the front foot, with the hands still back and the hips starting to come forward. That's a good launch position for us. We're just gonna have them do that. Stride to pause, boom, good. Stride to swing, boom, make contact, hit off of the tee. So it's a 2 progression part of the drill. Stride to pause, stride to swing, and hit the ball off the tee. The third baseball hitting drill for youth players is the PVC drill. And this is a great drill because, again, you could have your whole team do this. You can go buy a really long piece, cut them down. I think I cut these into 5-foot pieces. You can cut them whatever length you want. And you get your whole team doing this drill. All you want to do is get set up into your batting stance, working on those good fundamentals we talked about. Put this PVC out, hanging out like the same way your bat would be when you're swinging. It's across your chest right here. And all we're going to do is get set up, good stance, bend the knees, knock them in, chest over a little bit. And all we're going to do is work on our turn and our swing plane. So it's really gonna focus on helping us get down to that contact point, how our shoulders should be leveled as we're swinging through. You can even take the ball off of the tee and finish your turn as you're going through this drill. So getting down to contact and then finish your turn as far as you can, okay? The young guys are gonna have a little bit more mobility than I, so they're gonna be able to finish their turn a little bit more, but it's gonna work on them having a good swing plane, them having the good body angle, spine angle in their setup, and working on a good swing path, bat path as they go to hit. Baseball hitting drill Number 4 for youth players is going to be the heavy ball. This is just a weighted, like a weighted sanded ball. It weighs about 1 pound, and all we're going to do is hit this ball off of the tee. You can hit this ball off a front toss as well, but the tee is a great way to work on this. And the great thing about the heavy ball is when you're hitting the heavy ball is you really have to work on being strong at contact and driving through that ball. Because what I see a lot of younger guys do when they get here, they're real weak and they kind of boom, have a little recoil and pull over real cut off in the front. So when you're working on these heavy balls, you really want to get to a good strong contact point, drive through and finish nice and long out in front. And these heavy balls will really help you do that, because it's going to have the players, the young players, really have to use everything in their body to get through that ball, because if they're not, they're going to feel it, right? They're going to feel that recoil. They're going to feel the bat just dying down when they hit this ball. So it's a really great tool, not only to work on their swing, but get their swing stronger through the contact point. The 5th baseball hitting drill for youth players is going to be to use this device right here. And all we do with this device is it attaches to your barrel. You got a tennis ball in it. So the great thing, first of all, is that it's essentially the same weight as our bat, right? We don't really manipulate the weight of our bat, so we can use our game bat to work on this swing. And the great thing about this is this device is going to tell us if we're dumping our barrel, we're having some bat drag, right? We're getting back here, because what happens if we do that, the ball's gonna shoot out this way. I'm trying to hit this way, straight ahead, right? The ball's gonna shoot that way if I dump the barrel or get that bat drag. If I'm cutting it off or rolling over, getting too long, the ball is gonna fly to my pull side too far. So what we wanna do with this drill is shoot the ball right up the middle, and the ball and the tool is gonna give us instant feedback if we had a good swing. So it should look a little something like this if we do it right. For the 6th baseball hitting drill for youth players, we're going to use the swing rail. The swing rail is a great tool to work on staying connected during the swing. I see a lot of young players, they cast their hands, they get out and around, right? And if that happens, they're going to feel this, and it's going to break the attachment right here. So they're going to know that they got too long in their swing, right? So what you want to do is you want to stay connected in your swing, and this is going to give you that feedback that you did it correctly or you did not in your swing. Baseball hitting drill number 7 for youth players, one of my favorite, hitting mini wiffle balls with a skinny barrel bat. And this is such a great drill, because if you can hit those mini wiffle balls, especially with a skinny barrel bat, imagine what you're gonna do with a regular size baseball and a regular bat, right? It's gonna be so much easier. And also those mini wiffle balls, they dance all around when they're coming in. So it's a great drill to use to work on your contact, to be a better overall hitter, see that ball all the way in. So it's a really great drill just to work on your contact, your overall hitting, seeing that ball all the way in. One of my favorites, hitting the mini wiffle balls with the skinny barrel bat. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I'm actually going to put together a bundle package of some of these tools that I used in this baseball hitting drills video, so that you could take advantage of a discount if you get them all together, because again, I think they're all very valuable tools, and they'll help you with your youth players in their swings, and I know that's what you're here for. Also, don't forget to check out Cage Pro Tees. It's a really great tee, especially for the youth player, because you're going to get so much more longevity out of that tee, especially the younger guys. I know they like to hit the tee top a lot when they're first working on their swing, and this tee is just going to last for a really long time. So definitely go check out Cage Pro Tees. Thanks again for watching. Hop down in the comments below. Let me know what is your favorite baseball hitting drill for youth players, and if you want to see any other type of videos on hitting, let me know in the comments below. I'll talk to you down there. And don't forget to subscribe, click the bell right next to it, so you'll be notified every time I upload new videos.